Hello, dear student. This is Khaliq Kakar. Today, we are going to be talking about the topic growing plants for food. We humans need food to survive. Animals need food to survive. Every organism needs food to survive because food is our fuel that keeps us alive and working. If I'm talking, if I'm standing, if I'm moving, if I'm doing so many different activities, that's all because I have eaten something or I have drank something or I have taken something as an energy. So if there is no source, if there is no food source, so we all are going to be dying. So we need fuel. If there is no fuel, bike is not going to work, cars are not going to work, planes are not going to fly, machines are not going to work, industries, factories, mobile phones you have in your hands, so many other devices will come to a complete shutdown if you do not have an energy source. The energy source to different things, it could be electricity, it could be, we can say, any type of fossil fuel, any type of oil, any type of, we can say, gas, any type of energy something is using, as we know that energy exists in different forms. Energy cannot be created, neither can be destroyed. It can only change its forms. If it is in electrical form, we can change it, we can change that into mechanical form. And the mechanical form of energy can be changed into heat or sound, okay, or light. So energy has different forms, and that is the energy which keeps the planet working. Get it? So energy actually, it is, what does it mean? Energy is actually the ability to do work. No energy, no work. I'm talking, this is also some sort of work. I'm thinking, this is also some sort of work. My eyes can see you, my ears can hear you, my tongue can move and create words. That means that I'm using some sort of energy. And that energy I got from the food that I ate. So do you think where our food comes from? Where our food comes from? Suppose we destroy the nature completely. No plant is left on this planet Earth. No tree, no garden, no vegetables, no fruits, nothing. There is nothing. So where are we going to get our food from? Some people might say that we will slaughter animals, we will eat them. We will slaughter chickens and we will eat them. Yes, there is no food available in the air. In the air, we just get oxygen from. We get oxygen from the air, not food, not proteins, not vitamins, not minerals, not other things. We need food, and that food comes from two things. One is the meat, the flesh, yeah, what do we call that? The beef, the mutton, yeah, that comes from animals. And the other source of food is, where do we get that from? We get that from plants. Yes, the gardens, the vegetables, the fruits that they give us. And those vegetables and those plants are then consumed by the animals, and the animals get their energy from the plants, and we get our energy either from the plants or from the animals that we eat. So the primary source, the very first origin of food is from the plants. No plants, no food, no animals, no energy, and we all die. So we need the nature, we need the plants. So even the title of the chapter is Growing Plants for Food, because we eat vegetables, we eat different animals' meat to get vitamins, to get proteins, to get minerals, to get fats, to get fatty acids, and so many things we need for the protein building. Yeah, And the protein is like kind of constructing blocks. And those blocks we use to repair our bodies, to refix our bodies, to build our bodies, to grow our bodies. We need those constructive bricks. And those constructive bricks are proteins. And those proteins are being supplied from the food that we eat, the plants that we eat, the animals that we slaughter and eat, and convert that into different sweet dishes, and we consume that. This is it. Here we go. Now, if we talk about different animals, humans, yes, we give birth to our young ones. We reproduce. This is how our population multiply. This is how our race is going ahead. This is how new and upcoming generation keep on, they keep on just generating from the ones who existed before them. Like if we take an example of the dog, it gives birth to its puppies. And if we take an example of a cat, it gives birth to its kittens. And if you take an example of a lion or some sorts of animals, they give birth to their cubs, their kids. And we give birth to our children, to our kids. This is how the population grows. And now the question is, how do plants reproduce? How do plants continue their generations? They also give birth to their young ones, and their young ones are born out of that plant. Okay, there are so many different methods that the plants give birth to another plant. That could be from its body, it detaches right from its main body. That could be from its seeds. That could be from the spores, which are very light. Those can fly in the air and land somewhere, wherever they find a very comfortable atmosphere, where they get food, where they get air, where they get moisture, where they get variable temperature. That spore converts into a baby plant. And that baby plant grows and gets mature, gets bigger, tougher, and grows and becomes able to reproduce. So here we go. You know that living things grow and reproduce. Animals give birth to their young ones in many years. Like, like there is a span of different, like humans have gotten a span of 9 months for a kid to be completely developed from the embryo. Embryo completely converts into a baby. So that takes different stages. And now if you think about like another examples of different animals, different plants, their lifespan varies for its baby to be formed completely. Here we go. Plants reproduce in various ways, from seeds, from spores, from different parts of the plant. Like we discussed, these 3 types. That one of the methods that the plants reproduce is that they reproduce from one of its body parts. Suppose there is a big tree. One of its branches drops off. And that branch, when it lands on the earth, it forms another tree. Get it? And there is another plant, one of its fruit falls to the ground, and that fruit, what do we call that? And that fruit converts and forms another tree. And there's another plant that gives us seeds. And those seeds, we take those seeds and spread that somewhere else. And those seeds are not only taken by humans. Those seeds can be taken by air. Those seeds can be taken by different animals. Those seeds can be dropped in the water, and that water takes those seeds away from the tree. And wherever that seed goes, wherever it finds a suitable temperature, a suitable atmosphere, that seed grows into a. Okay. It's recording. Okay.
You can ask them.
Of course, there's no one still like online.
There is.
Yeah, okay, fine. So if you have any questions on your mind, you can ask me. I'm there for you. Please. Any sorts of question, if there is in your mind, you can ask me. So the silence defines two things. Either you have understood everything or didn't get a single thing. Here we go. So new plants from the seeds. Now let's take the seed. Where does that come from? It comes from the fruit. And where does the fruit come from? The fruit is formed from the flower of the tree, of the tree. The tree grows different flowers, and each flower develops into a fruit. And that fruit contains one seed, two seeds, three seeds, and multiple numbers of seeds. So here we go, that there are some flowers, when they develop into fruit, and that fruit has one seed or two seeds or multiple number of seeds. Okay, so many people can ask you the question that what is actually a seed? A seed is especially a baby plant. It's actually a baby plant. Okay, that baby plant is stored. It is enclosed in a casing, and that casing provides it safety and protection and food, and that baby plant remains alive. So wherever that baby plants, find a suitable condition, a favorable condition, what do we call that? A favorable temperature, a moisture, some sort of fresh air, that baby plants develop into a tree, into what do we call that? Into a large tree, and becomes mature. And time comes that when that baby plant gets, we can say, able to produce another trees. So here we go. It says, see here. You might have seen the seed. The seed is actually enclosed into two casing, or there could be one casing. And those casing are called as cotyledons. And those cotyledons are provided because it has got two cotyledons. And in between these cotyledons, there is an embryo. An embryo is the baby plant. And that baby plant, it's sleeping right in between these two cotyledons. Okay? And these, we can say, cotyledons provide the baby plant food till it grows into a mature plant. Okay, like we talked about this embryo that is enclosed between these two cotyledons, or could be inside one cotyledon in case of monocot seeds. This embryo has got like two parts. One is called root, the other is called shoot. Get it? And the shoot grows out of the earth. We can say, like we have got a ground. This is the ground. Get it? And we've got an embryo. Embryo develops two branches. One branch goes under the ground. The other branch comes out of the ground. And the part of the embryo that comes out of the ground, we call that shoot. And the part that goes under the ground, we call that root. And what actually is, so like I told you about the dicots. Like I told you about, there are, you can say, dicots, monocots. So these seeds are found inside the fruit, and the fruit is formed from the flower on the branches of the tree. Get it? And that tree is then again developed from the embryo. This is called the life cycle. The life cycle of what? The life cycle of the plant. There is another term, seed germination or germination. What is germination? If somebody asks you this question, that what is germination? If somebody asks you that what is germination, you would tell him or her that germination is actually the developing of a plant from the seed into a tree. We call that germination. Suppose you have a seed, and that seed develops into a complete new tree, and we call that germination. This process is called germination. Okay, now the seed, where does the seed come from? The seed comes from the fruit of the tree. The seed is found inside the fruit. Get it? And where the fruit comes from? The fruit comes from the flower of the tree. Get it? And the flower grows on the branches of the tree. And then the tree again comes from the shoot of the embryo. And embryo is inside the seed, and seed is, we put that under the ground. Get it? It doesn't mean that you have so many seeds and you expect every single seed to be developing into a new tree. It's not, we say, it's not necessary that each and every seed would be developing into a new tree. Get it? That seed which gets favorable atmosphere, that seed which gets, yes, what do we call that? Favorable temperature, normal temperature, moisture, water, minerals, that seed is going to grow into a plant. Let me give you an example. If there is a baby human, and that baby human is not getting milk, is not getting food, is not getting normal conditions, is not getting water, is not getting any protein, is not getting anything. So would you think that baby boy would grow into a man, would grow into a boy? Never. We need food, okay? We need energy to be growing, to stay our body, to keep our body functioning. We need food, we need energy, we need proteins, we need vitamins, we need minerals. Is there any question? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Hello? Can you repeat your question? Hello? Oh. Hello? Have you got the book? This one? Students, do you have this book?
We not have.
Our topic is growing plants for food. Have you got any comments that why do we need food? Hamza, can you answer that why do we need food?
Science na book at one of it.
Iya mah kau dulu lu iyam card.
يعني ده تفتيش الشقيقة تبع طيب لا والله فيش لسه بيتوصل بيقول
Like I told you that the seed needs so many things to grow into a tree. The first thing that it needs is suitable temperature. It needs warmth, okay, to soften its body, to soften its seed coat so that the baby plant can break that open. It needs water, it needs moisture.